Grant Quam, and this is my wife, Betty. And last name is spelled Q as in quick, U is in unanimous, A is in amorous, and M is in miserable.
Amorous, huh?
Amorous and miserable.
So, tell me a little bit about this car, how you came by it.
Well, this car was owned by a farmer over by Earlham, Iowa, and he was going to have a little museum. He had several fine cars, and the way I understand it, he signed notes for his son at the bank and lost the whole works, the farm and all, and so that's what I've told anyway. So I bought this from the bank in Earlham, but they're very rare. Like I say, there's only 5 of them ever made of the convertible. But there's a few more sedans, and this company deserved to go bankrupt. They never stayed abreast of anything, and this car has got too many things wrong with them. They built this thing, like I say, in 36. They rebuilt the car completely. They were going broke, but they decided if they made a new car, they might survive. And this car is, even from the frame up, everything is different from the 35. And of course, it didn't sell. These cars were real popular with the DuPont people. They always had Pierce Arrows. And of course, before they went broke, you know, in the 30s and stuff, these were very, very expensive, fine cars.
What kind of car is it, and what kind of an engine is it?
Pierce Arrow with a straight 8. They made this with a 12-cylinder car, V12. But this is the straight 8, and it has overdrive and things like that in it.
How many Motor Iowas have you gone on, and why do you do it?
We've been on all of them. We started out the first year with a 37 LaSalle convertible 4-door. It's a very rare car too. You seldom see them. And then we went on this trip to Massachusetts, and when we came back, we decided we'd go on this trip with this one.
Expect that.
But we could, if we go next year, I'm going to drive a different car.
Why do you do this?
Why do we do it?
That's a good question. I'm waiting to hear. No, it's fun. You meet a lot of interesting people, and all the towns you stop at are very, very hospitable, and it's just fun.
But we're getting awfully old for this. This should be younger people. Last year I had 4 bypass surgery, and then you're not supposed to drive one, just any car, for at least 6 weeks. And 3 weeks in after the operation, I was driving this hog down the road, And Chuck, what's his name? Offenberger?
Oh, yes.
Rode with us for a while. And then he wrote an article in the Des Moines Register. So now anybody can read it. So when the 6 weeks are up, we went back to the doctor. And of course, he'd read the article. So now I told him, that sure blew a hole in his theory that you can't drive for 6 weeks. Because we drove in 3 weeks.
How many cars have you collected, and why do you do that?
Well, it's a disease in the first place. And then I think I have around 60 some cars, 62 or 3. And some of them are nicer cars than this one, but some of them aren't too.
People like seeing this car? Do people like seeing this car?
Most people. It's different than anything here,
Orange and original color?
No. These colors, this farmer, when he had it, was having coffee one morning and made some coffee, and he had a, what is it? Butternut coffee can. And that's the same colors, the trim and the red. So that's where this color came from. People ask about that.
Kind of like cyclone colors.
Yeah, it is. But this car, when you bought these new, they were so expensive, you could have them chrome plated, I think, any color you want, just so they could sell them.
Thanks a lot, Grant.
Okay.